Got Felix Navidaddies over here. Felix Navidaddies with the Guinness, the Suvorov, the Musashi that we've seen, the Ohio that we've seen, and rounded out with the Alsace. We've seen these multiple times today. And Shay Guy, you with us? He might be taking a little break because it's between matches, might not have expected it.
I'm here, actually. I was just talking to the stream for a bit.
All good. So we've got Felix Navidaddies. They're in the same ships they were before, and do we have the same things on the other side?
Looks like we do. We got the Ganget, Georgia, Musashi, and Pommern. So yes, it is the exact same secondary heavy a tier 9 battleship comp, with the tier 4 for extra survivability, and with Bonks obviously taking the 1099 with the tier 3. So it looks like 90th V is actually taking the safer route, but as seen before, that doesn't seem to stop and bother Bonks, as they are a very good competitive clan, and as seen in throughout many clan battle seasons. And yeah, we'll see how this game unfolds.
Alrighty, we've got slow LNF moving forward in the Musashi, looking at an island. Question is he going to go behind it, or is he going to shore up alongside of it? Looks like he's going to be cutting in toward the middle to get that bow in position for the Musashi. George is still kind of figuring. Oh, George is going to be going long using the speed. Pac Manley and the Pommern also going long. Musashi, the one already contesting the cap. On the other side, with Felix Navidaddies, we have Sergeant Hattie's Musashi mimicking, coming in, but not necessarily looking for that island at D5. He's looking at the island in front of him, potentially going for a little bit wider, hanging out with the Suvorov as the Ohio enters the outer ring and the Alsace meets the Georgia. Shells are exchanged.
Looks like secondaries are being shot out with. Ooh, looks like or more shells from across the map have landed right in front of the Alsace. The good speed juke, honestly, by Bonk Bonk was taken.
Alsace with a tactical beach.
Yeah. So far, it looks like the trades are pretty even, but both Airless and Bonk Bonk secondaries and main guns are on this one Georgia. It looks like their focus fire is pretty extraordinary. Airless actually is taking quite a number of hits here. He's already lost about 20k, and he's getting chipped down fast with, looks like, 2 fires if he doesn't have fire prevention. And I mean, he can only get, looks like only... He's angling very, very well, but I mean, it's not enough. He's still taking a lot of damage, and it doesn't look like... I think Airless actually underestimated this comp for this game, and is just, just taking a lot of damage for it. He is healing, though.
Yep, Ohio having the fast cycling heals, definitely a good point for the bullet sponge tactics in the early game, but this is a lot of bullet sponging. Pac Manley and the Pommers got some pretty tasty side action. Oh, Georgia getting wrecked by the Alsace. Alsace swinging around the island, afterburner engaged. Suddenly Mini Hannibal's got 2 threats to worry about in Ohio and a really angry Frenchman.
Yeah, it looks like the Georgia has no chance of probably surviving this, as the Alsace does have the speed to just go in, take the drive-by without taking much consequence due to that French turtleback. Interestingly enough, the only way you could sit it... Oh, there goes Hannibal there. Interestingly enough, the only way you could citadel a French battleship is pretty much at close range or with a lot of pen under the guns. I don't think it is possible to actually citadel the French battleships unless you get really lucky through the midsection. It has to be under the guns.
Alrighty, well, that is going to pull the threat off of Airless. Now that the Georgia is down, Airless is able to heal up for a bit while the Pommern of Pac Manley engages the fuck it button. YOLO mode is engaged, torps are out, nowhere to move here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 2 into the Suvorov. He's down to 10k, 1 into the Musashi.
Is actually acting as a shield for the Musashi.
Absolutely. Big bros, power engaged. Only instead of the big bro protecting little bro got voluntold to protect the big bro. So that's going to armor up the side of the Musashi. Pac-Manly sitting here kind of stunned. What is this? As he points
He's gonna
his
have to get a
nose.
second corpse off if he wants to actually kill the. Oh, Kanaz is just gonna get detonated.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And the Musashi, I mean, there's no way he has the turning circle to get his other set off. So they're just stuck here. And the Musashi has a little bit of armor protecting his citadel. Look at that. That is just perfect for a good 20 seconds. But if the Pommern does aim right, he can hit. Ooh, looks like his guns might have gotten knocked out here. I'm not sure since I don't have his UI. But a little bit of his gun is extending out. Look at that. So the Pommern actually might get the angle here to Citadel the Musashi and possibly get some big damage on him.
Well, here's going to be the surprise. Aerolus in the Ohio has his guns ready and is steaming full speed ahead. So if Pac-Manly and the Pommern is not able to make this happen, Aerolus is going to make sure that he's...
in with the torps, the Musashi is going to die. Aerolus is getting the salvo off on the Pommern. Unfortunately, Pac-Man actually does see it. Ooh, with the back guns as well on Aerolus.
Nice.
But didn't do damage. Looks like Pac-Man might actually survive this one. Unfortunately, though, the gang dies, and it's the Musashi versus the Musashi and Pommern versus Ohio and Alsace. If the Alsace doesn't have any heals left, which... Oh, and he just went down. So Aerolus is the only one left against 90th V. Well played by 90th V so far.
So the Great Equalizer continues to do its job as the epicenter shakes up the battle space enough that when the flank warriors take the fights, sometimes they don't take the they don't take the rings. So we've got the Pommern of Pac-Manly who's reloading his torps as we speak, probably angrily slamming his heal key, wishing it would speed the fuck up. Aerolus not having such an issue, probably already healing now. I thought I saw, but maybe I was maybe mine eyes doth deceive me. Got the Musashi with the big ass guns moving in. If that Ohio wants to take the fight against the Musashi, that might not work out in his favor.
Ooh, big hits by Aerolus on the Pommern. Musashi is full steaming it ahead, but unfortunately he will not catch Aerolus because Musashi is a rather slow battleship, and Aerolus is right next to the island already.
That is correct. If Aerolus is allowed to cap this inner ring, then the 45-point difference that is in the favor of 90th V will slowly tick down. So resets must occur if 90th wants to continue their win condition. Pac-Manly trying to play a little bit of ring around the rosy, but unfortunately not able to land those shells. That means that slow LNF is not going to be able to prevent the capping of the second ring, but he will be able to initiate the cock blocking of the second ring. So two battleships sitting on a cock ring as Pommern is wide. Musashi looking to take the brawl, shows a lot of cheek. Has some big guns, doesn't get punished for it, swings his big guns around, and some secondaries cutting out as well. If Aerolus leaves the middle ring, then there will be a whole bunch of resetting happening, but these are some big fucking guns from the Musashi that are gonna slide right through the armor of the Ohio, and that Musashi's got a lot of health. Ooh, Pac-Manly's got to stay hidden.
Some guy in my chat is speaking in Russian, so I have to use Google Translate.
Pac-Manly lands a solid hit, drops the Ohio down to 10k. Ohio takes a return volley, a few shots going over at Pac-Manly, sinking into the hull, 13k remaining. Not going to be quite enough when the Musashi guns come around. Oh, more shells out from the Ohio. Those are big fucking guns, but Pac-Manly's turning. Pingity ping, they slide off the ass. Musashi still moving for the hunt. Boom, boom, boom. Ohio lives. More secondary shells. It's really just down to the Pommern and the Ohio at this point. Musashi is trying to follow. Ohio taking some chisel damage. Pac-Manly goes down. That's leaving a Musashi versus an Ohio with 3,200 health.
Aerolus is killing it, and he's also healing again. So Aerolus might, if he gets a good salvo on this Musashi as he's coming around, Aerolus will win. But unfortunately, I don't think Airless has the HP to trade with this Musashi, who is on 82k and healing at the moment.
Yeah,
If he gets really lucky, he can cheek the Musashi here. Maybe.
He's got 2 guns and a dream.
Ooh.
Boom.
He doesn't cheek the Musashi, but he does get decent pens. The Musashi with the 3rd gun actually kills Airless. And
down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Nice job by 90th V. Well done.
Absolutely. 90th V picking up a point on the end with the equalizer. The epicenter map once again showing that flanks ain't everything, bitch. It comes down to the brawl. Some people want to throw. And who's got the biggest cuffs win at the end.